Alicia's so mad at me right now because she's trying to do voice text and I keep saying balls for everything. So now so everything that she says balls after it, and then she has to redo it.
I'm geriatric, so I enjoy voice texting. Oh, God damn it. And it's it's texting all this stuff
balls.
that I'm saying.
Anyway, welcome back to the Ghosty Girls podcast. I'm Christina.
I'm Alicia, but
I'm sorry, I'm a troll.
It's a Pokemon release day, guys. Like, I got...
Sorry.
It's a Pokemon release day, guys. I got to catch them all, okay?
Does my Starbucks cup say on it? What is that? Wait.
Enjoy?
That does not say enjoy. That says
Mine says Enly.
What?
It's supposed to say enjoy. They were very busy this morning, and I think they have to write on every single cup now. So they know me when they see the name Batman.
Uh-huh.
If it's slow, they'll write something like...
one time they wrote da-na-na-na-na-na-na on my...
Yeah. And sometimes they draw little bats. I love them. But when they're really busy, I think...
They write...
They write...
All right,
because they're busy. I'm hungry.
And it begins. Well, we can... I don't know. We could get Chili's or something later.
What?
Yeah.
Chili's. We haven't
sponsor us.
We haven't spoke about you in a while. I'd love some.
Let me adjust my mic. There we go.
Chips and saucy. Man, this is off to an ADD start.
Yeah, it is. I got a crazy one today.
I'm excited.
Yeah, this one's crazy. Last week, you guys were off the hook last week.
Waffles.
We left you off the hook.
We let you off the hook.
We let you off. Yes. Oh my God.
Christina's brain is fried. So
it's a wonder that
she smokes too much of the reefer.
I wish that was the reason. All right. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed last week's episode. That was
delicious,
easy listening for you, because this one's not. It's not gonna be easy listening. I'm sorry, but
I'll try to give you guys some peace for your ears.
Remember how didn't we talk about how like you were the light and I was the dark in the podcast? Like you're always like,
oh
yeah, you're
unicorns,
always
glitter,
trying
happiness.
she's always trying to find like, aliens, UFOs, like ghost stuff, like
Bigfoot.
Yeah, waffles or pancakes, syrup, all that, and I'm
Syrup.
like, murder. Wasn't that on a Mad TV skit? Was it Mad TV or in Living Color, where it was like it was a dating app type, not an app obviously because they didn't have that stuff back then, but it was like, they had like recorded dating ads. And there was one
expectation.
Yes. And she was like, I enjoy children murder, and I also like long walks on murder.
That was Mad TV.
Yes, Mad TV.
80% of our listeners don't even know what Mad TV is.
You can watch episodes of it on YouTube, and I think it's streamed somewhere else. But if you love like goofy ass humor like we do, you'll love Mad TV.
I loved it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find.
Can we please play a clip of Lower Expectations where she's like, murder?
I think I found it.
Expectations. 294. Hi, my name is Gina, and I'm looking for a fun, loving guy. Murder. Someone who likes long walks. Murder. Someone who likes nice, quiet dinners. Murder.
Listen, that was one of my favorite things.
Yes, I know.
Like the Lower Expectation skits. Mm-hmm. I loved them
because they were just balls to the wall, off the rails, crazy. Which is a good segue into what we're talking about today, because she is also off the walls, balls to the wall, balls.
What?
I don't know.
She cry.
I just glitched. I buffered.
She back though.
Today we are going to talk about probably one of the most terrifying individuals that I've ever come across in my love for the true crime genre.
Me.
And that's, no, you're second.
Fair.
For me, that's saying a lot. Not only was the crime absolutely horrific, but the lack of empathy or even any emotion at all from this individual it's a sight to behold, is all I can really say.
Okay.
So I'm going to put a trigger warning in here. This case is disturbing. The details are disturbing. We're also going to be playing audio of this person talking about what they did. It's pretty shocking, honestly. And like I said, not only is the crime itself shocking, but when you hear this person talk, it's very unsettling.
Mm-hmm.
It made my stomach turn.
I actually know this case.
Yeah.
Um,
And, you know, if you're on TikTok and all that, you've probably seen clips of this woman because it is very shocking.
it is.
It's
This is a crazy, crazy case.
It is, and I've really, it's very rare that a murderer will sit down and talk with you about exactly what they did, why they did it, why they don't give any kind of a fuck,
Yeah.
why they would do it again.
Yep.
Most murderers, they're not going to tell you the story of what
Yeah.
they did. This is not the case in this one. Around 5 a.m. on August 5th, 2009, so this is pretty recent, firefighters responded to a fire in a residential trash bin behind the Covenant of Grace Church in Phoenix, Arizona. They originally just thought it was, you know, just a run-of-the-mill fire in a trash can situation. But upon further inspection, they found a badly burned and dismembered body.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Dental records would be of no use because all of the teeth had been removed. So there was no teeth. Luckily, there were some partial fingerprints that they were able to match, and they were able to ID the body as that of Terry Neely, who was a 46-year-old paraplegic man who relied on the use of a motorized wheelchair and resided in an assisted care facility, and he had actually been reported missing 3 days prior.
Oh, no.
Yeah. He was last seen on a surveillance camera on August 2nd, 2009, leaving the assisted care facility that he resided at.
On his own?
On his own.
Okay.
Nobody was with him. Yep. Now we're going to talk about the victim a little bit, and it is unfortunate because there's not a lot of information available on him. He led a very isolated life. Terry Neely was born on October 21st, 1962. He led a very isolated life. He didn't have any friends or family, and he only really had contact with the staff and residents in the assisted care facility that he lived in. In addition to having physical limitations, including being a paraplegic, he also suffered from some type of a mental disability.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Although he had no close people in his life, people around the neighborhood did recognize who he was, and they stated that he was a quiet, friendly, happy man who didn't bother anyone, although they did say that he had a habit of telling little white lies in order to get people to like him.
Oh.
Yeah. He was a people pleaser, and he just wanted to be liked and accepted by his peers. So he would kind of like make little grandiose stories to kind of make himself
Look
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, since Terry was so unproblematic, this left investigators completely stumped because they had no idea who would have had any reason to do this to him. And not only murder him, but in such an incredibly horrific way. They also had no idea why Terry had left the assisted living facility or where he had gone in the first place. The first thing that investigators did was they checked nearby surveillance footage, specifically surveillance footage of nearby gas stations, because accelerant was used to set the body on fire. And they figured, what do people commonly use as accelerant? Gasoline, right? Investigators soon came across some footage from the Circle K gas station where a man named Edward McFarland was seen on camera buying just $3 worth of gas to fill up a gas can, and this was just an hour before the fire had been reported. Edward McFarland, aka Cracker, was very well known to police in the area as a small-time criminal.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
Was he white or just ate a lot of Ritz?
He was Caucasian, yes.
Okay.
And he had Cracker tattooed across his neck.
Was it spelled correctly? Please tell me it was not.
It was,
Damn it.
unfortunately. Yeah, it would have
Right.
been so much better. But this guy was very easily identifiable. He's a white dude, shaved head, has a huge tattoo
That says Cracker.
that says Cracker
God bless.
across his neck.
Now I
so
want some saltines.
you can already tell he's a very upstanding citizen, you know?
Mhm.
Investigators also found surveillance of a white 1998 Chevy leaving the crime scene. And who drove a white 1998 Chevy? Edward McFarland.
Cracker.
Cracker. So they track down Cracker and bring him in for questioning. And his nickname of Cracker is actually very fitting because it didn't take him long to crack. Brumps. Yeah.
That was a good one.
So Cracker revealed that it was not he that had actually murdered Terry Neely. It was a woman by the name of Angela Simpson. Angela Simpson was born on November 29th, 1975, and she was a child of the foster care system. According to Angela herself, she has struggled with severe mental health issues beginning at the age of just 10 years old, which is also around the time that she began using drugs. I did read that she alleged to have endured physical and sexual abuse while she was in foster care, but I don't believe that that has ever been officially confirmed. So I don't know. There's honestly not a lot of information out there about Angela, but we do know that as an adult, she never held a job and she made money as a sex worker. She also would burglarize like homes and small businesses in order to support her drug habit.
So she's an upstanding citizen, is what I'm hearing.
Correct. Yeah. And she ended up having 4 children that were eventually taken away from her because, I mean, as we can see, she was clearly an unfit mother.
I wish people would have to go through some kind of a check before
Being a parent?
becoming a parent.
Yeah,
that shit just
it would be
pisses
nice.
me off.
Yep. Not much is known about her background or her past, but it has been said that Angela knew Terry Neely from the drug scene and that they had been seen together several times. After the body of Terry Neely was identified, investigators began to piece everything together, and with the help of the manager at Angela and Edward's apartment complex, they were able to determine that Angela had confessed to the killing to this apartment manager, and then her and Edward, aka Cracker, had asked to borrow the manager's car. Now that they had this information, detectives were able to search Angela's apartment, and what they found was pretty grotesque, to say the least.
Uh-oh.
The apartment was completely devoid of furniture, aside from a chair and a full-length mirror that were like in the middle of the living room area. The carpet had been ripped out. There was blood all over the walls. There was no mistaking that this was a crime scene, and also that someone had tried to like very haphazardly clean it up. Like there was bleach there, but they obviously did a piss poor job cleaning.
I imagine it being all smeared and gross.
It was. It was bad. There's photos available online, and it is not good. So yeah, there was no mistaking that this was a crime scene, and they needed to find Angela ASAP. But luckily for police, Angela was actually already in prison for an unrelated charge of robbery.
Yes.
So yeah, it actually made their job easier in that they knew exactly where she was, and they didn't have to waste any time trying to find her.
Okay.
So on August 18th, 2009, Angela is brought back for questioning, and to the shock of detectives, she immediately confesses. And while sitting in the room, eating a candy bar and drinking a soda, she very nonchalantly describes exactly what she did and exactly how she did it. According to Angela, and I mean, we'll never know the actual story because, again, this is coming from Angela herself. So I just want to make it very clear that this is from her perspective. Angela stated that Terry Neely approached her for, quote, sex and drugs. She brought him back to her apartment and then immediately began torturing him. She first beat Terry with a tire iron. She then used several knives to repeatedly stab him. An autopsy later confirmed 50 stab wounds.
What?
50. That's a lot.
And a tire iron.
And a tire iron.
Wow.
And apparently a hammer too. So she just like kind of took turns like just torturing him with different devices.
She was like windmilling him. I can't. That's terrible.
It is. She then brought a floor-length mirror out and placed it in front of him so that over the course of 3 days, he could witness his own torture. Remember, he is confined to a wheelchair. He could not defend himself.
This is crazy.
Yeah, this went on for 3 days. This was 3 days of repeated torture, and he was alive for all of this.
Nope.
Okay. She also hammered a 3-inch nail into his head and pulled out all of his teeth with pliers. This was also all while he was alive.
Ugh.
He was alive during this. So imagine you're sitting in front of a mirror and you're witnessing your teeth being pulled out. You're witnessing a nail being driven into your head. You're being stabbed repeatedly. No. You're being beaten with a hammer. You're being beaten with a tire iron. And you are watching all of this happen to yourself.
No.
And you're in a wheelchair and you can't get up and leave or defend yourself or anything.
Nope. That's not okay.
That
none
is
of it's okay, but that's
fucking barbaric. It's awful.
It is awful. And again, the fact that he was, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Like, he's mentally unwell.
Mm-hmm.
He physically can't move.
Right.
My only hope and prayer is that he like went into shock and felt nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's my only hope and prayer. And I'm sure you're going to tell me otherwise.
Yeah, he was conscious the whole time.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Yep. So after 3 days of torture, Angela ultimately slit his throat and then strangled him to death with a television cord. She then dismembered the body, placed it in the trash bin, and set the trash bin on fire.
Of course she did.
Yeah. And saying that she placed the body in the trash can is as eloquently as I could put it, because Angela herself actually told investigators that she threw a leg and a wing in the trash. Like, she was very cavalier and nonchalant about it.
A leg and a wing.
Yeah. Angela then took his motorized wheelchair out for a joyride and left it by the apartment of Edward McFarland, a.k.a. Cracker. So now that we heard exactly what happened, now I'm going to play a clip of Angela during her interrogation. And I want you guys to see for yourself exactly what kind of person Angela Simpson really is. Because honestly, I can't even do it justice. Okay? No one can. You just have to hear it straight from her mouth. All right?
I'm ready for this one.
Yeah, so here we go. Here is Angela in the interrogation room.
I killed Terry by deceptively luring him into apartment 201, sitting him down and beating him with various objects until he was unconscious, and then I slit his throat. Why? Because Terry told me that he was an informant. And said, who was he working for? He said that he met with the DA periodically. Still, regarding cases that are, I don't know, 10 to 16 years old. Crazy. And he walked up the stairs with you? Yeah. I was going to know something. Yeah. Shady. And I asked him about his snitching with him. Did you really do these things? Did you say these things? Did you go to court for? Are you still going to court for? There's how many of them that you're going to snitch on that you're planning on? And he told me everything, and I proceeded to beat him to death. With a tire iron? Tire iron, a stick, a hammer. Yes, I did have my hammer. So how long did the beating take place? How long? I swear to God, I cannot tell you that. From the way I felt the next day, probably at least an hour. Before he was unconscious, I had taken a mirror from the other bedroom into the bedroom with him where he was at and shown him. I wiped up his eyes so he could see he was bleeding extensively. And I had him look at his cell for a couple of minutes. Why did you do that? Because I wanted him to see what it was that he was. And what is that? A traitor. Because he was snitching? Because he was snitching on his own people. Snitching, yes, because he was a traitor, basically. Yeah. A nail hammered into his head? That would be insane. That's your 3-inch nail thing? Did you do that? Nail in my head from my creator. So what's the significance of that? I just told you. Okay, the nail in my head from my creator? What does that mean to you? It's a song. Educate me here. So why the nail in the head? It's not in the head in the song, actually.
What?
Yeah.
I started actually with a paring knife. Did you find anything unique with this? I did. I most certainly did. Quite unique. What did you find? Little, like, metal pieces inside of his knee. They were quite exquisite, kind of like the old phone line poles. And they were blue. But yeah, it's quite unique. Kind of hard to, but it worked out. I just kind of do the outside, like, perforation step on the top, crack. I kind of like the whole hands-on twist off thing. So you took 2.5 days to cut him off, or did you 3 and 3.5? So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I was very high just on the act alone, dude. I believe it was 3 days I spent with him, possibly.
I hate this woman.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with that for me. Bagged him up. I left a wing and a thigh in a trash can somewhere, I'm not sure.
Stop.
Yep.
A wing and a thigh. I left something of him somewhere else. I put it in the dumpster. He was still pretty stuck. It's pretty heavy. I think I did throw it in there. So whatever you limb, you truly... Yes, whatever's missing from where you found the snitch is in the dumpster.
The snitch.
Yep.
So you guys' torso were in the dumpster. Yeah. What color was it? Green. And you got that for dumpster? I'm going to recycle a snitch. Did you wrap it, or was it just... I covered it with a blanket. And put it in the trunk. Put it in the trunk and then covered it with a blanket. It was much easier to flip the bitch out, strike match, and put it on. You lit the match, started on fire, and drove off. How the motor you got? I drove it. Like you're sitting on it? Sat on it. Put it down the street. Took me a minute, too, as smart as I think I am. God damn.
Wow.
Couldn't figure out how it goes. You go Mark 2? Oh my god. Like I was driving a stick shift. Trying to steal a stick shift on a big mistake. Do I look like I'm kind of reading book on us ridiculous? It's very possible. It's quite possible.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did my best to stay quiet during that, but
It's a lot.
that's
yeah.
a lot. She's fucking crazy.
She is, yes. And I found it interesting that I don't know if you caught when they were talking about the whole nail in the head thing.
It's a song.
It's a song, yeah. It's actually a song called Show Me How to Live by Audioslave that was released in 2002.
Oh.
And the quote is, "Nail in my head from my creator." And apparently it's a reference to Jesus. So she referenced that in her interrogation video, which is pretty wild.
That's not even from the Bible, from a song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, in that clip, you can hear what her motive was. According to Angela, Terry Neely was a quote-unquote snitch. Important to note that there is no actual evidence that Terry Neely was an informant, and the Phoenix Police Department even stated in court documents that Terry Neely had never worked with them.
What?
Yep. The only thing I can think of is maybe, you know, people had said that he would, you know, make up stories to impress people. I don't know. Maybe he could have made a story up to her that he was an informant, but I don't know why he would. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know him either, but if he did, maybe he watched like a TV show and that was in his head.
Could have been, yeah. I mean, that's very possible. Yep.
Breaks my heart.
But I'm going to play another clip from her later on, and she has a very interesting comment about Terry Neely and if he wasn't an informant, how she feels about that, but we'll get to that later.
Great.
Yeah, because that quote is wild. I even texted Alicia and was like, dude, this quote like fucked me up.
Now I know what quote's coming.
Yes. Yeah. Later in the interview, Angela also told detectives that she had killed quote unquote hundreds of cats and dogs in her lifetime. Yep.
Hater even
and
more.
that she probably started killing animals at the age of 6. The detective then revealed to her that a lot of cats have been found killed in the very same area that Angela lived in. And to that, she laughed and said, quote, "Pussies die, whatever," end quote.
What a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I want to punch her right in her stupid, ugly face.
She also got really agitated when the detective asked her about why she tried to clean up the apartment and why she ripped up the carpet. And she was like, "Why the fuck are you asking me these questions? Like, you already know that I did it." Because I guess she thought he was wasting her time or something because she's like real busy in jail, I guess. I don't know.
Eating candy bars.
She can't right now. She's busy looking at pictures of Skeet Ulrich.
She's in her jail/Skeet Ulrich era.
That is an inside running joke between Alicia and I, because whenever she asks me to do something, I say, I can't right now. I'm busy looking at pictures of Skeet Ulrich in the cinematic masterpiece, Scream.
She does. And actually,
Verbatim.
indeed, send that verbatim or just a picture of Skeet.
Or a GIF.
Or a GIF of Skeet.
Mm-hmm.
She's gently obsessed, but that's fine. He called her hot, so it's okay.
He didn't call me hot.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
He said, you look good.
On August 28th, 2009, Angela Simpson was indicted for first-degree murder, kidnapping, and concealment of a dead body. And now prosecutors had to determine if they would seek the death penalty for her because the state of Arizona has the death penalty.
Yay.
But they actually didn't need to go back and forth with that decision for very long, because on March 22nd, 2012, Angela pleaded guilty to first-degree murder and was subsequently sentenced to natural life in prison for the murder of Terry Neely. And this was part of a plea deal which took the death penalty off of the table for Angela. And if you're wondering what natural life in prison means, it's essentially a sentence of life without the possibility of parole. So she's there forever. There is no chance of her getting out.
Good.
Yeah, which is good because she has no business being in the general public. Like, she's just too fucking dangerous.
Just off her ass.
Yep. Edward McFarland, a.k.a. Cracker, was convicted of hindering prosecution and concealment of a dead body.
Oh.
It's pretty clear that Angela committed the actual murder on her own, but Cracker certainly did help her dispose of the body afterwards, so I'm glad he was charged as well.
Well, yeah.
As they say in one of my all-time favorite movies, My Cousin Vinny, that's called aiding and abetting.
Aiding and abetting.
That's called aiding and abetting with the two Utes. If you don't, I'm sorry, if you've never seen that movie, oh, it's one of my favorites.
They need to go see that movie. If you haven't seen that movie, go see it.
It's so good.
By go see it, we mean just watch it on your TV.
Stream it. I don't know. It's got to be on some kind of streaming platform.
You can't just go see it.
Yeah. Go rent it at the Blockbuster.
Yeah. I have a free credit. Would you like it?
Yeah. It's still good. After Angela was sentenced, she sat down for an interview with 3TV, and the interview is pretty insightful. Like it shows, it's like a window into her soul, if you will.
She doesn't have a soul.
And I want to play this clip in its entirety because I just feel like it needs to be heard so you can really get the idea of who this person really is.
If you don't already.
So again, here's Angela in her own words.
Angela, I've seen previous interviews, and I've been with the police, and one of our colleagues talked to you once upon a time. You're very upfront.
Pretty much.
About talking about this killing.
Right.
You murdered this man.
Yes.
You tortured him.
Of course.
There is no ambiguity, and there is nothing you want us. In court today, you said you're not here to pretend to be remorseful.
Of course not. Why would I do that?
Are you remorseful?
Oh my God.
Why?
Why would I be?
Well, why did this man deserve to die? You claimed he was a snitch.
Well,
what proof do you have of that?
He told me he was a snitch.
He told you.
On many occasions. But that really doesn't matter. Why did you guys want to kill me? Phoenix wanted to kill me. What's the difference? Everybody has a reason to kill. My reason might not be good to you, but your reason wasn't good to me. So.
What?
The incident.
Can't make sense of that.
Anything about what happened during those 3 days while you were.
What do you mean?
I
took him to my house. Walked him down the street. I don't know why the media acts like the motherfucker couldn't walk. He walked very well.
That's not true.
Walked him upstairs, kicked his ass, and killed him.
And again, your belief is that he was a snitch because he told you. You claimed that other people had been killed in that same part. You had killed other people. Have you killed other people?
No, I've never killed anyone else.
So that was something to talk.
Right.
How do you feel about spending the rest of your life in prison?
You know, I got a lot of family in prison, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Yeah. I got many sisters in prison. I can't wait to see them. It's really not that much of a punishment to be sentenced to spend my life with my family.
And you don't want to talk about your past, but your lawyer said that, you know what, in sentencing you, the judge should bear in mind that you had a really tough life.
I started being hospitalized at 10 years old. I have a mental history from 10 years old until present, so, yeah.
When you say mental history, I mean, do you care that anyone feels sorry for you? Do you want anyone?
Feel sorry for me?
Yeah. Should the people who are watching this say because she had a bad childhood?
Of course not.
Because she has mental illness?
Of course not, no.
That we should feel some sympathy for you?
No.
You would not have that?
I want no sympathy, no.
What, then, do you care what anybody thinks of
No.
Angela Simpson and what you have done?
I don't.
It's, again, your candor. I've interviewed people who have committed murders before, and usually they sort of prevaricate or they this or that. You're about as direct as it gets.
Right.
Why is that?
It's only fair. I expect you to be the same way.
Okay. Do you think that it was fair today? It was justice in that courtroom?
Yes.
No, I don't.
Why?
I should have gotten the death penalty.
Did you want the death penalty?
No, I prefer to spend my life with my sisters, but, yeah, I do believe that would have been justice.
So you deserve death penalty, but you're glad that you got what you got.
Right.
Because you...
Right.
When you say your sisters, you're talking about women you know in prison.
Right.
Okay, and have you found that there is some bonding and that you have made friends here that will be of some comfort to you when you're in prison?
Most definitely, yes.
Most definitely, yes.
Yeah.
What has the experience been like here in this facility?
Horrible.
Really?
Yes, it's terrible. Jail
Love
is
that for
awful.
her.
I know.
They have no... Well, they have no compassion. They don't give us the things we need here.
Oh, darn.
Let me get out my tiny violin.
I certainly hope so, yes.
Have you done time in prison? No. So you're hoping that there will be a better existence?
Yes,
for you.
definitely.
You're a young woman, 36 years old. You could be there a long time.
Right.
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 But your belief is that you deserve the death penalty.
Definitely. Well, I believe God. That's what God says. Unless God is wrong, which I doubt, so...
And what God has told you that, or you just believe that?
I believe
eye
that.
for an eye?
Right. Right.
Right.
I expected to die for this.
What insights can you give us to you? What would you have anyone who may hear this interview know about you?
There's really nothing. People are going to believe what they want to believe. Judge the way they want to judge, just like I do, so...
Yeah.
So be it.
Why did you feel like you were in a position to be the judge and jury in Terry Neely's life?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I'm really not trying to be
Right.
angry, but I want to see, you say, I killed this guy, he deserved to die, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's there, you're up front. I want to know if you have any concerns about what put you in that position to do that to them.
It was just too much. The things he talked about, it was too much.
Do you believe him? I mean, lots of people go around claiming I'm a snitch or making themselves...
Really? You don't say?
Well, I think they talk about law. Yeah, I know people coming. I've got associations with law enforcement. You know, I've got this. I'm a friend with this.
Do you happen to have a list of those people?
They name drop. Well,
she's ready.
But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
People say lots of things to make themselves sort of look.
Well, he picked the wrong person.
And that's what did it to him. That's why you.
What, the bragging?
Here comes the quote. Listen.
People in prison.
Right.
People you knew.
No, I don't know any of them.
Okay. Do you believe him? Do you think he really was a snitch?
Oops, if he wasn't.
Stop.
Oops if he wasn't.
Yes,
Oops.
I believe he was.
Yeah.
Oops if he wasn't.
I
Do
can't.
you have family?
I do.
From an adopted family? Or
I have 4 children.
You have 4 children?
I do have 4 children.
Where are they?
Tel Mirage.
What is, how they doing? And how is it for you to be separated from them?
I don't want to talk about my children. I can't do that.
Is there is there a message for what? Is there a bottom line or a lesson to be learned from the story of Angela Simpson?
There's a bottom line to everything, but
What is the bottom line to this story?
whatever people want it to be. It doesn't matter what I say. I don't know.
Insights that you don't regret killing this guy.
I don't regret killing him, no. I regret the fact that my co-defendants found it necessary to divulge so much information to the detectives. I regret that. They were people I really cared about. And I regret that they were near me or around me at any point.
And then helped prosecutors.
Help the prosecution, correct.
You
And
those people.
Definitely, because they didn't know, they weren't actually with me during any of my crimes. So for them to say that they were, to try to get lesser sentences, was a little heartbreaking for me.
So friends of yours lied to prosecutors and lied to police.
Correct.
Dropped the dime on you.
Correct.
They snitched on you.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
If you could, would you do to them what you did to
No,
Terry?
I would not.
Because you still have some relationship with them, or?
Well, no, but I had claimed a bond with them at one point, so I wouldn't be able to avenge that.
Yeah, yeah. Did you act completely alone? In that
Yes,
problem?
definitely.
So nobody else helped?
No. Totally alone.
Help me understand. For 3 days, I know the crimes of passion or something, and in the heat of the moment. But to spend 3 days driving nails into a guy's head and pulling his teeth out.
Right.
Why?
I found it necessary.
Did you find it pleasurable or exciting, or was this just
Just
a
necessary.
necessary?
Right.
So this was more like a business-like proposition. You were doing something that you felt a job that needed to be done.
Right.
Really?
Right.
And whatever came into your head, I'm going to drive a nail into his head. Or was this just a symptom of what was at hand in that apartment?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And your moment, I'd like to, because we've got to get run back, and
Right.
I want to get what you say on television. And I'm grateful that you would be willing to talk to us, and I wish you the best under these circumstances. What would you have the world know? You're fascinating. You're sort of an interesting character, because first of all, women generally don't commit crimes this heinous.
Right.
This is usually the domain of men.
That's unfortunate.
You think more women?
Oh, yeah, equal opportunity, definitely.
Oh my
I know
God.
you're being sort of smart aleck to me.
Slightly sarcastic.
But seriously, I mean, in some ways, I've been covering murder and mayhem and covered serial killers to petty shoot-'em-ups. And
Shoot-'em-ups?
I hate this interviewer.
Kind of,
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
calculated, long-term.
Let me interview her.
You committed with this guy.
You guys would end up being friends.
You don't meet many
Don't
people
say
who are
that.
willing to say, you know what?
You wouldn't. I'm just teasing.
That's the way it should be.
Honestly, she'd be scared of you by the time you were done.
But you seem so. You seem
She'd
like
probably
you're
try to kill me by then.
Sort of
Yeah.
almost self-righteous about. I did this and I did. Do you think you did the right thing by
Of
killing
course.
this guy?
Definitely.
Wow.
Oh,
Other
just
than
listen.
shooting his mouth off. What else did he do? Do you know of?
That's what he got done for. He's white trash. Somebody had to take it out. That's it.
Is there
Damn.
a racial component to it?
Oh, there's always a racial component.
Because she's
Okay.
she's black, right?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
I'm not going to elaborate on that at all.
Okay, but the fact that you're a black woman and he's a white guy, that factored into your killing him?
Yeah. I wouldn't kill another black individual.
Okay.
Wow.
Would you, if you had that moment to live over again,
I'd have kept him alive a week.
Damn.
you would have still tortured him and killed him?
Oh, I'd have tortured him for a week, yeah, instead of 3 days. Definitely.
So you're only
Is this not
regret
the
is
craziest
torturing
fucking
until
interview?
one day.
Right, and I
Yes,
regret not
she's
killing
insane.
my other victim. I should have killed him too. I just didn't have time. I had to go somewhere.
Should have go somewhere. She had
go
stuff to do.
somewhere.
She was busy looking at pictures of Skeet all right.
Always.
I should have killed him, but I had to go.
Will you kill again?
If the opportunity arises, I hope so.
Wow.
Yeah. So, before I play the rest of the clip, I would like to get your opinion. Do you think that this is genuinely who she is, or do you think she is putting on an act?
I don't know. But I feel like if she's been killing cats and dogs and stuff from age 6, if all of that is legit, then this is actually her.
Do you think that this stone cold, like smooth talking, badass bitch of a killer, do you think that's really who she is, or do you think she's trying to play it up for the cameras?
I don't know, but I'm going to tell you where my mind went when you said Stone Cold, and it went to Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. What does he say?
I don't know.
Does
I
he
almost
go,
said,
oh, yeah. No, that's...
No, I pity the fool. That's Mr. T.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't know if she is genuinely this terrible of a person. You know what? I'm going to go with yes. She's this terrible of a person.
Now listen to the end of this. This last section's like 50
Oh,
seconds
wait.
long. Yeah.
Before you play it, I do want to say that she said that she has a lot of family in prison
Yes.
and she wants to be with her family.
Correct.
I almost feel like she did this on purpose to be in there.
I wondered that as well.
Yeah.
But watching this clip for the first time, I thought, I wonder if this is how she really is or if this is a little performative.
And what'd you find out?
Well, listen to the end of this clip. It's interesting.
Okay.
Okay, we're done.
Are you done?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Rachel.
Good shit, dude. That's gonna be crazy, isn't it?
Oh.
That's gonna be wicked. Make it look good, please. Oh, you're gonna put this on too?
Well, like, you know what?
Don't put the ending on.
Thank you. But only best wishes to you and
Right.
ladies,
What a
thank
bitch.
you.
Thank you.
So what's interesting to me is that once she finds out, she breaks character at the end when she's like, we're done. And then she thinks that the cameras have magically stopped rolling, which is not how it works during an interview. They keep rolling.
She said, yeah, good shit,
And she gets up
dude.
and she's like, oh, yeah, that's going to be some good shit for your TV show. And then she finds out that they're still recording. And you see her face. Okay, because I'm going to link this in the show notes so you guys can all watch it because it's so interesting. Her face immediately, it's like a veil goes down and she automatically goes back to right.
Oh.
And she changes.
Weird.
So my thing with her is I can't figure out. I feel like she's a little performative.
She probably is a little after hearing that.
Right?
Yeah.
Because if you take the interview and you clip it, if you didn't listen to the end of it, you would think that she was just like fucking terrifying, right? But then
Yes.
she breaks character almost. And I'm not saying that she's a good person. She's obviously not.
No.
But there's a performative aspect to her. It's like she wanted to be on TV and seem like she was this badass bitch, like, and all the things that she's saying, like, oops, if he wasn't.
Yeah.
But then at the end, that facade cracks. So it's interesting to me.
And she also said, don't put that end in.
She did. When she starts laughing and giggling, and you can see like her whole demeanor changes during that interview. She barely moves when she's speaking, and her eyes look like she's going to try and kill that interviewer. She looks fucking terrifying.
I wonder if she's got split personality.
She could. What is it called? Dissociative identity disorder
Oh,
now,
yeah,
I think,
yeah.
or
It's
something.
called something different.
I
I don't know.
I couldn't find what type of mental health disorders she was suffering from, because if you remember, she said that she had been suffering from, mental health issues since she was 10 years old.
Yeah.
Something ain't right.
No. Something's not right. You're sure. Yeah. 100%.
But do I think that she is just like this heartless, like badass bitch? I have to wonder because I saw that ending.
We can go ahead and say no because that's what she wants you to think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. But little fun fact about Angela Simpson is that Hollywood actually found her so captivating that she was actually the inspiration for a female assassin named Villanelle in the TV show Killing Eve, which I've never watched or even heard of. But if any of our listeners watch that show, Angela Simpson was the inspiration for Villanelle, which sounds like, honestly, a toilet paper brand to me.
Villanelle.
Doesn't that sound like something you would wipe your ass with?
I mean, yeah.
Maybe because Cottonelle,
Cottonelle,
Villanelle. It just, I don't like that name. It just reminds me of a toilet paper brand. I feel like they could have picked something a little better for that. But
I think
don't come at me.
We need to, we need to designate Chris for real to take a break from movies and watch this for us.
Yeah. Killing Eve. Never heard of it. I will say that this case really made me question my stance on the death penalty simply because I don't feel like Angela should be rewarded by getting to live her life out with her family in prison.
Right. Listen, you know how I feel about the death penalty. I'm like, you know what? If it's 100% sure that they did this shit, kill them.
Yeah.
Done. Be done. But you always say, I'd rather them rot in prison.
And she even says in her interview that it is horrible there. I am telling you guys, I hate when people are like, oh, you can go to jail and you can get free bed. You can get free food. You get free tea. Prison is not a cakewalk, okay? It's not.
Right. And she says that in there to your
correct
typical like
so
response.
She will suffer in there. I have no doubt.
For her specifically, because she said the fair thing would be the death penalty. So for people like that, I feel like the best decision is to put them in jail for life.
Yeah,
because they are going to
point.
suffer. She is going to be unhappy. Granted, she's with her quote family or her friends in there.
Yeah, but I don't know what they're in there for, and if they get out, I mean, unless they're all in there for murder for the rest of their natural lives, they're going to be getting out at some point too.
Right.
So
you think she's not always going to have them around?
Correct. So, yeah,
I don't know. This is a weird one. This is some kind of a case, let me tell you.
This one had me befuddled. I'm not even going to lie. Like, and I'm shocked that this case isn't more well known.
Yeah.
Like it's not a mainstream household name case, you know. It kind of became viral on TikTok not too long ago because people, you know, were sharing clips of that interview, which is very fucking jarring.
Yeah.
It is. And to watch it, and I encourage all of you to watch it because, I mean, she looks real fucking crazy.
Yeah, she does.
But then when she breaks character at the end, it's like she's a normal person. So I don't know. Like I said, this is a conundrum. I'm befuddled.
You're befuddled.
I'm befuddled. Yeah.
I get it.
I honestly, I really believe that this woman should be studied.
Yeah.
I think she should be studied.
We
need to figure out why the fuck people are like this and what makes them capable of these types of acts. And most importantly, what, if anything, can be done to prevent people from performing acts like this. I really don't feel like enough research is put into criminals and how they become what they are.
Right.
Is it nature? Is it nurture?
Both.
Is it a combination of both? Are their brains different than ours? Or what's really scary to think about is, are we all under the right circumstances and like the right environmental circumstances, like our, you know, life experience?
Mm-hmm.
Are we all capable of performing acts like this?
No, there's no way.
It's fascinating to me.
You have people that have gone through a very similar terrible childhood. Now, again, you don't know a ton about her childhood, but you can assume it was bad, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There are people who have gone through equally terrible, but have made a positive impact in their life.
That's true.
You know, ultimately. So I think it's a matter of your mental state how you handle things and
Your personality, your
Yeah.
DNA, even.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, it's like that. This is the kind of thing that got me so obsessed with the true crime genre in the first place. It's like, I want to know why people do shit like this. I want to
Yeah.
know what causes this.
It's crazy.
It really is. Like, and I understand crimes of passion. Like, as awful as it is, I can understand how certain murders take place, especially like domestic type situations.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it right, but motives like that are more understandable, I guess, because, you know, people really can just snap.
Yeah.
Good people can snap.
Good
okay?
people can snap. You're right.
But this woman, like, she barely knew this man, and she just made the decision to brutally torture an acquaintance for 3 days, kill him, dismember him, and then dump his body in a garbage bin like he was literal trash.
Listen, I feel like even people on the streets, like if somebody's like, yeah, I'm a snitch, or oh, he's a snitch, they do their research before murdering that person.
You would think, like, that's a lot of anger. That's a lot.
4 days. A mirror.
3 days, yeah.
3 days, sorry.
Yep.
With a mirror in front of him
Yeah.
to do all of that stuff. And she even said at one point she wiped off his eyes so he could see.
Correct.
That's fucked up. And I hate it.
She didn't even know anybody that he allegedly snitched on.
That's what I mean. Like, they do their
Like-
research, or they at least know, like, oh,
Yeah, like, you put my friend in prison, now I'm going to fuck you up. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Not saying it's right, but I don't know.
you have the proof, though, like, at least before you
Yeah,
murder someone.
I just cannot wrap my brain around this one. I really can't. She needs to be studied. She is a fucking case file.
Yeah.
She needs to be studied.
They need to take her brain and look at it.
And there's more people out there like her. That's the
I
scary
know.
part.
That's terrifying.
It really is. And I mean, you're probably walking past them on the street. I mean, how the fuck would you know?
I know you've said that before. Like,
Oh, yeah.
there's people that you walk by that have.
Statistically, I
Yeah.
don't remember what you know what? I'm going to look that up because there is a statistic of how many like serial killers or murderers that you walk past in your day-to-day life.
How to give your friend anxiety.
I know, right?
Lower expectations.
Yeah. So, according to the Google, while definitive studies are impossible, estimates suggest the average person may walk past anywhere from 16 to 36 murderers in their lifetime.
That's too many.
So, statistically, you will either come in contact with or pass on the street 16 to 36 people who have committed a murder.
I wonder if that, what am I trying to say? If that number would be higher if you work in like retail or like where
Probably.
you deal with the public more. That's crazy.
Probably, yeah.
Or just if you live in New York.
You've
Yeah.
probably come in contact with a lot.
Several.
That's so scary.
I think about that guy on the subway all the time that I gave my sandwich to.
Wait, I've never heard
I
this
told you
story.
that story.
You did? I
Yeah,
forgot.
well, so I was like young and stupid in New York. You know, I lived there for a
Yeah.
little bit. And one day I was coming from home, from Delaware,
Mm-hmm.
going to work. It was like a Sunday midday,
Mm-hmm.
going back because I had to work in the morning on Monday.
Yeah.
Get on the subway train. It was crazy because everybody that walked on the subway train turned left and walked into the next cart, or turned right and walked into the next cart. I didn't pay any attention. I was like, fuck it, I'm exhausted. I want to sit down.
Yeah.
So I sit down, and there's a man laying
Oh, no.
on like the subway across from me. And I'm like, oh, it's,
a
homeless
man,
guy,
yeah.
whatever. Like,
Mhm.
I'm not going to bother him. He's not going to bother me.
Right.
So the train starts going, and I think he realized somebody actually sat in the subway train with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at me as he's laying down, and then he sits up. And he's like, hey. And I said, oh, hi. And he goes, do you have any money? I went, no. I said, I don't carry any money with me. I'm sorry. I said, if you're hungry, though, I have half of do you remember Quiznos?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I said, I have half of a Quiznos sub. He's like, yeah?
You've
I
never
said-
told me this.
I said, yeah. He's like, well, what kind is it? I was like, it's,
Wait a minute.
yeah, I swear, yeah. I was like, it's,
Beggars gonna be choosers now?
I said,
Okay.
it's tuna. I said it's got pickles and banana peppers, a little bit of mayo. I said it's actually really good. If you want it, you're welcome to have it. Look, my tummy's growling.
Because he talking about food and now our stomach's growling.
He's like, yeah, okay.
He's like, I won't kill you now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because it's
like,
tuna.
He's like, sweet. I love the banana pepper choice. Great choice. He didn't actually say that. I'm kidding.
Oh my God. You guys should have saw my face. I was like, my
No.
like jaw on the ground. Like, are you kidding?
No, he was like, all right, cool, thanks. And I was like, yeah, you're welcome. No worries. So I got it out of my bag and I handed it to him. And I think I had a bag of chips too. I said, here, you want these? He was like, yeah, man, thanks. I was like, you're welcome. And literally as that happened, my stop was approaching. And I was like, all right, well, have a good day. He goes, man, you too. Thank you.
Okay.
And like I got off the train.
Yeah.
But that could have gone two ways.
It could have.
Like looking back on it, I should have been more aware.
In a parallel universe, you got murdered on that subway.
No, I think I just got robbed because he was little. I could have taken him. At that point, I was like fit. I played ice hockey and like, you know what I mean? Like I was fit at that point.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, I always go into life trying not to judge people too. Like,
Yeah.
he's homeless and
Yeah.
laying on a train.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he didn't smell great, you
I'm
know?
sure he didn't.
But at the same time, I had 3 stops and I was getting off anyway.
Yeah. Well, plus, like, living in New York, the few people that I know who have lived in New York for a certain period of time, they'll tell you that they become really desensitized to all
100%.
that. Like, you just, like, and me visiting New York, you will literally step over homeless people that are laying on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
It's something, I'll tell you that. And I
Yeah.
hate it. Like I really hate going to cities now because it just breaks my heart.
it is
And I know
sad.
it's a choice for some people and other people it's not a choice for.
Right.
I don't have the means to help everybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
I will buy someone food if they're hungry. If they're like, hey,
Yeah.
do you have money? I'll say no, but are you hungry?
Yeah.
You know, and they'll say, yeah.
I
Right.
just never give money to people, not
No.
because I'm an asshole, but
Drugs.
because exactly my thought is, what if I give this person money and this is the money that causes them to overdose? I don't want that on my karmic. What am I trying to say? I don't want that on my karmic plate.
So I don't think you can look at it like that. I think if you were to give somebody money at that point, it's their choice as to what they're going to use
I
it for.
still think about
But
it though.
yeah, I
I
don't.
still think about it. I can't. I don't want. No.
I don't give money. There was one time a family, like a woman, 2 kids, one was in a stroller, and like the dad was holding up a sign.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, you kind of think it's a scam, right?
Yeah.
But I offered them food, and the mom seemed so grateful.
That's nice.
So I got them. I think I was by Chick-fil-A. I got them Chick-fil-A. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then I will tell you what. What are you laughing at me?
I'm starting to laugh because
Did you get them food too?
no. Do you remember? Yeah, I know you've seen the movie Scary Movie, right?
Yes.
Remember when when she sees the homeless guy and she's like, Buffy, he's just hungry. Can't you see he's just hungry? Here's a nice sandwich for ya.
Yeah.
And he's
That's
like,
me.
I said $1, bitch. And then he throws the sub at her fucking head.
Yeah, that could have happened to me on the subway, honestly. I can't. I'm stupid.
Oh my god, that movie is great. I can't wait for the next Scary Movie.
I was
We're
getting ready
seeing
to
that.
say
We
that.
already have plans to see that
Yes,
together in the theater.
I cannot wait. That's going to be so fun.
It really is. So I cut you off. You were going to talk about something else,
I don't
and I
remember.
started laughing because I remembered Scary Movie, and like that movie's a fucking masterpiece.
Oh, I want to warn you of a homeless scam.
Oh, okay.
It's not even a homeless scam, but there's these guys who will have a speaker and a violin.
Oh, I've heard that. Mhm.
Yeah, and they're out there like tearing up this violin, you know, but they're not actually playing it.
Yeah.
Like they're just trying to scam you out of money. I just wanted to make sure you were aware.
Man, people are
PSA.
so clever.
I mean, gotta do what you gotta do, I guess, but
It's very clever. Yeah.
not today.
Well, thank you guys for listening.
That's it? I want to know more.
There's really not much more to know about that case other than
She's a bitch.
Yeah,
Well, I am curious also what people think. Like if she really is that shithole of a person or
if it's more performative than anything. Yeah.
man.
It's crazy. Well, not sure what we're going to do next week yet because I don't think either of us has started any. Well, I've started
have.
some. Okay. I've started a couple things, but I can't get into them. So I really have to sit down and My brain is so overloaded. It's so overloaded.
I've got a couple started and I'm excited for one because it involves a fake murder.
Oh, okay. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Fake murders are always better than real murders.
Yes, this is true.
In my opinion.
All right.
All right.
See you next Tuesday.
Don't be one. Bye.
Bye.